wish people would stop giving bad architect advice, giving architects a bad name and bad reputation about sleepless nights, being up all night working. Come on, doesn't have to be that way. Doesn't have to be so complicated. This video is aimed at architecture students, architects, anyone in the creative industry to use proven techniques to manage your time and still be able to produce quality work. I wish I had decent architect advice on this years ago, because you know time just creeps up on you. So I've done some research using my own experience and architect advice from other professionals, and I've come up with 10 time management techniques you can use to empower your life. And don't miss number 1, which is the most important.
Right, let's go. Starting at number 10, set your deadlines.
There's a famous quote from Leonardo da Vinci that can be applied to most of the creative industry.
Art is never finished, only abandoned.
You can work on a design or something creative forever and never finish it and always improve it. However, you must stop and abandon it and set your deadline and stick to it. You don't want to be carrying on with the work forever now, do you?
Number 9, automate reoccurring task list.
This has been a game changer for me when using with Calendar on my phone. There's always weekly and daily tasks you need to do.
Even small things like check your email for 1 hour in the morning. You can time slot these tasks on your calendar.
Over time you can adjust this and it can be an efficient schedule or tasks.
Number 8, Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is a statement. Work expands so as to fill the time available for completion.
This is an unexplained force and theory that many people take for granted and accept, but don't quite realise it.
This diagram shows how much time and effort goes into a task within the time frame.
This is a theory emphasising the importance of deadlines and sticking to them.
And number 7, task list with high value at the top.
You should really start your day off with a task list with the most valued task at the top.
High value will also mean a minimum amount of effort required compared with the impact or importance of getting the task done.
Actually write it down and cross it off, even if it's just one task of the day.
Number 6, multitasking is a lie. Batch task instead.
Multitasking is a complete lie. Think about it.
Shifting your mind from one task to other tasks takes time, and you lose time doing that. Doing one thing at a time is much more efficient, or even grouping similar tasks together.
This is known as flow state.
For instance, allocating 1 hour at 9 AM in the morning to reply to emails is far more efficient than replying to emails throughout the day. Number 5, time blocking with calendar time slots. This is a method used by many CEOs and productivity experts around the world, including Bill Gates and Cal Newport. Time blocking is dividing your day into blocks of time, with each block dedicated to a task or activity.
This is quite an obvious and simple thing you can do with Google or Apple Calendar on your phone again. Allocate different time slots to different tasks in your calendar.
It can be anything from having a meeting to eating lunch. This will force you to do things within time frames.
You can see how powerful this principle is right here.
Now you can use this with the previous techniques, specifically Parkinson's Law, automate recurring task list, and task list with high value at the top, and also batch tasking. Successful business people like Elon Musk have even been known to plan their entire days in 10-minute time blocks. That's a bit extreme, but you can see the point. And number 4, 80-20 rule.
Also known as Pareto principle, it says that 80% of the result comes from just 20% of the effort. This is a very versatile principle and can be applied to almost anything. For example,
80% of local COVID-19 transmissions were spread by 20% of the cases. 80% of lottery tickets are bought by 20% of society. 80% of air pollution is caused by 20% of the population. Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian economist, discovered this bizarre phenomena when he noticed that about 80% of Italy's land belonged to 20% of the country's population.
A good example of this is if you've got 10 tasks to do and you only concentrate on 2 of the most important vital tasks and you don't finish the other 8. then it could amount to 80% of the impact.
For an architect's simple time management or designer, it could mean focusing on doing 3 sketches rather than focusing on one complete design. And number 3, the 2-minute rule.
The 2-minute rule is, if you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do it. This is all about showing up and getting started. The trick is to train in your mind to think that it only takes 2 minutes to do something.
For example, learn software translates to watch a 2-minute YouTube video. Read every night translates to read 1 page before going to sleep. Study for exam translates to open my revision notes.
The theory is you need to initiate a habit, leading to a regular productive path.
For example, Russell hates exercising but told himself, okay, I'll just go to the gym and drink some water once a week. After a while, Russell accepted it and it eventually became a regular thing. That habit changed the way he thought. He didn't worry about doing the exercise, he was more focused on turning up and not missing the workouts. That's the kind of person the theory makes you. The 2-minute rule can help change your mindset and help kickstart regular routines, which is the key to success. And number 2, the program.
I'll never forget the question the Royal Institute of British Architects examiners asked me at my interview. How do you coordinate the consultants within the RIBA plan of works? The answer? A program.
List the drawings on the left, then have a timeline on the right for how long each drawing will take. That's it.
Not only is this an architect's simple time management tool, this tool is vital for coordination.
This can be done with your own project, or if you're a lead coordinator on a project, then you can put all the other consultants' drawings on the left too. Then you beat all the other consultants until they finish them, within the deadline you have set them.
Of course, this can be done with software like an online database or something to make life easier, but just remember, keep it simple.
And finally, number 1, happiness mindset.
If you don't enjoy something, it's very difficult to be productive. Try to apply your mindset to be positive and enjoy the process. I know this is difficult, but there's ways of doing it, like making a cup of tea, listening to music, cleaning your desk. Do what you have to do to make it more enjoyable, if you can. Ultimately, architect's advice for time management, you need to find the right balance that works for you. But I can guarantee if you use a couple of these techniques, it can empower your life for the better. In fact, you wouldn't be watching this video if I didn't use some of these techniques. So I can honestly say some of these techniques I've implemented in my life recently, and they've definitely changed my life for the better.